Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be going through how I helped an 18-year-old Airbnb coach that was struggling with hitting 1K per month, how I helped him to hit multiple 5 figures per month on a consistent basis. And yeah, essentially we're going to be talking about how, he had no systems in place, he had no sales processes, no CRM system. He basically had nothing. He was doing everything himself, and how his business is now systemized with structured processes in place, good nurturing systems in place, back-end operation now in place, revamped the whole offer, and how he was ultimately struggling with receiving a lot of unqualified leads, a lot of broke leads as well, how his no-show rate was so high that he ultimately felt like giving up at one point. So this video is going to be how we ultimately helped him restructure his offer and how he's doing multiple 5 figures per month. So without further ado, let's get straight right in. Cool, Destiny, bro. So for people that don't know you, what do you do, bro?
I do rent to rent, Airbnb coach. I basically teach people how to get started in rent to rent, how to get a first Airbnb, and essentially how to get started in the property industry without any capital, without buying houses.
Cool, man. So I know you have like your own coaching program as well, right? So can you tell us like where you was, before and where you're at right now?
Yeah, so literally before I was charging so low, I was doing everything myself. I was doing the sales call myself. Bear in mind, I've never done sales in my life. All I know how to do is get properties from landlords and secure them and turn them to Airbnbs. I was doing the sale calls myself. I was posting to get the clients myself. I was doing the stories myself, doing the sequences myself, doing everything myself, even managing everything myself. When I met Abs, I did all the systems, got all the systems in place to obviously make my life a lot more easier. So my focus is basically doing what I do best, which is getting Airbnbs for all my mentees now.
Yeah. Amazing, bro. Amazing. And what would you say, like, in terms of the book calls that you were getting before you met me?
So, yeah, the calls I was getting before, a lot of time wasters, because once they speak to you, then it's basically done. Like, all they want to do is speak to you. I was given a lot of free game, okay, which basically a lot of time wasters. I'm basically hopping on call with everyone that messaged me and barely closing anything because they've already spoken to me. And from the sales process, from the DM setting, I'm hands off now. All I have to do is post and get views, and then the views turns into money through Abs' team. Before Abs, I had to do everything myself. I had to text clients, I had to do all this. I'm a busy guy. I have to focus on getting deals. I've got to deal with myself that I manage. So when Abs came in, he set his process into place, had a sales team in place to make my job a lot easier, conversion rate went a lot higher, made a lot more money. I was basically hands off in everything.
What were you ultimately struggling with, bro? Like before, because you mentioned you were struggling with book calls, right? And you were doing everything yourself, but in terms of no shows or anything like that, were you struggling with that? And why were you also also touching up on that, like charging low ticket?
The thing I was struggling the most is because my ticket was so low, I had quite a few people on board at once. Then I had to do the exact same thing for every single person. So it was very time consuming. I lost time to focus on my business. So I was focusing on mentoring rather than my own business. A lot of no shows as well. Because as soon as I was texting the time, there was a lot of no shows. And as soon as they got on a call with me and I've spoken to them, then I pitched a payment, they would leave because they spoke to me already. And most people just want to get on a call with you. They just want to speak to you. And they're satisfied after they speak to you, because once you've never done sales in your life, you go off topic a lot, and then you give them free game. And with Abs in place, all that time is obviously recovered. So he really helped my system. He really helped me build a hands-off, hands-free system for me to focus more on the fulfillment side. Because of this, a lot of my mentees obviously secured a lot more, and the fulfillment is there now, rather than focusing on doing the sales, doing the DMing, doing their pre-calls, doing everything myself. From doing that to only doing fulfillment, Abs really changed my whole plan, changed my whole system, and made everything a lot more efficient, which allowed me to not only scale my own business, but to scale my mentorship. He scaled my mentorship to more than 5 figures. I've never done a 5-figure month within my mentorship program before I met Abs. The first month I met Abs, we scaled to 5 figures, which is amazing. I didn't think this was possible. I was getting millions and millions and millions of views, but I converged less than 10K a month. My highest month before Abs was 3.8K, and this was with more than 5 million views on TikTok and Instagram. After I met Abs, I did my first 17K USD below 100K views. So if I had Abs before, with a million views, we would have easily done 6 figures, easily. So Abs really came, we changed my game, changed my system, made everything a lot more efficient to me. Heads up to Abs, without Abs, I'll still be doing all the sales and everything myself. So before I met Abs, I had one low ticket offer, which was £800. And then when Abs came, he was like, what am I doing? Why am I charging so low for mentoring? Even people are charging way higher than I'm charging now. But Abs came in, changed the game, made me a low, mid, high ticket offer, everything more efficient. I was surprised when I got my first 3K offer. I was like, what? It took me, normally it takes me 4 people to make that one 3K. And I'm making 3K off one person now. So Abs really came in, structured my whole business, made everything more efficient, made everything more hands-off for me, and made me more money, essentially.
Sick, bro. Was it really helpful, though, when I really did came in, though? Because I know you was doing, like, you know, the everything, and you was charging. Because when I first heard you saying, like, you charge 700 or 800, I was like, what? Why are you selling so low? Do you know what I mean? So were you like, fuck it out, Abs wants to do 3K, is it really going to work? Like, was there, like, little bit of it?
Yeah, when you first mentioned 3K, 1.5K, I'm like, what? Like, is anyone going to buy this? Because I'm not going to lie, I know my demographic. I'm like, is anyone going to buy this? Then literally the first day we planned everything, and then the first day we launched, 3K SL came in. I'm like, what? 3K? From charging £800 per mentee for every single mentee, charging one 3K offer, 1.5K offer, and one £500 offer. Just makes everything a lot more easier. I didn't think this was possible. Through Abs made it possible. And I'm just happy that I found them. I'm happy that we have a prosperous business relationship, and we're going to continue going up and up and up and continue making more and more money together.
Yeah, sick, bro. I mean, like, with that as well, bro, like, because there's a misconception, right, where people, if you have like a lower, younger crowd, then you feel like you have to charge a bit lower. But if you charge a little bit of a prestige amount, people will ultimately pay. And it's crazy where, you know, when you like increase your price, it just gives you more credibility as well, and it gives you more authority. And you just need to make like people kind of see it in terms of the value that they're going to be getting, and they'll definitely pay, bro.
So yeah, working with Abs completely changed my life. You can see the difference in the background as well. Before working with Abs, I had a black screen provider, screen protector, but now I've got a new apartment I recently moved in due to Abs' help. Abs funded this apartment essentially through the coaching and through obviously getting more deals and higher in the ticket. Having a high ticket and mid ticket really transformed my life and really transformed my income. I went from scraping £1,000 to £2,000 a month with mentorship. Now we're doing over 5 figures consistently every single month with my mentoring program, and this really changed me. And I do really recommend working with Abs, because before Abs I had to do everything myself. As I said, all the systems, all the dialing, all the DM setting, everything. You don't get this with any other coach. I really recommend this in the thing is, Abs perfects in any industry of coaching, Airbnb, PT, any industry. Abs is the guy for that. I really recommend him. If you're not using Abs, I don't know what you're doing.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you as well, bro. The views looks fucking sick, man. Like at the back as well. What floor are you on, bro?
17th. Yeah, man. Hopefully February as well. I'll do all that I can. I'm going to execute all of that by 20th of Feb. And then, yeah, man, Feb should be good. Then hopefully in March I'll see you in Dubai. If February.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, man. We're gonna stay in touch anyway. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
let's get it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let's get it. Thanks for your time as well, bro.
Pardon?
No, I was gonna say, like, thanks for your time as well, like doing all this testimonial stuff.
Anytime, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime. If it wasn't for you, then I'll still be on like 3K months for this business, man.
Let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
That's it. All right. Peace, man.